I'm about to leave for the world's longest yard sale. I am packing everything. We have a 2-hour drive to the airport, a 2.5-hour flight, and then a 45-minute drive to the hotel, all with an infant. So it'll be good, and I'm going to document the whole thing. We have so much stuff. Who knew an infant needed so much stuff? I guess I did, but I didn't think it'd be this much stuff. So let's go. We're going to Vanwood, Ohio. Vanwood, Ohio. You ready, baby? Are you gonna go on one of those airplanes? You're gonna go on one of those airplanes? Airplane faculty. Three planes. But we made it. Welcome to Vanwood, Ohio. What are you gonna have for breakfast, my love? The day before, everyone is setting up. Today is the day. It is 7:45. I am headed to the world's longest yard sale in Vanwood, Ohio. I'm taking over the Instagram stories of Gator and Varathane on their Instagram accounts. Running on 5 hours of sleep. The baby had me up quite a lot last night, so trying to hide my under eye circles here the best I can. I'm gonna take you guys along. Hopefully I find a piece that I can ship back to Texas. Not even 9 o'clock and I already bought a piece of furniture, but it was too good of a deal not to buy, so. This little nightstand is a good example of a piece that I would pass on. As you can see, it's not real wood and very poorly constructed. The joints are held together by plastic and just one screw. Plus, it's only a single nightstand and not a pair. This piece is a good example of what I would buy. You can tell it's high quality by the dovetailed joints on the drawers, and looking from the back, you can tell that it's solid wood, probably maple, and it even has a note of when it was bought, December 1975, which confirms that it is a vintage piece. Plus, it has all the original hardware and it seems structurally sound.
We found this awesome lane chest, but it is veneer, and veneer sometimes gets a bad rap, but it shouldn't. Veneer is just a thin piece of high quality wood over a different type of wood, or MDF or particle board, and you'd take the same approach to fixing up veneer as you would a piece that's solid, with the exception of being super careful when sanding because the veneer is so thin. You don't want to burn through the veneer because that can be really hard to fix. There's a few things I do to check bone structure. One is to just give it a good shake. You can see this thing wiggles a little too much for my liking, which is something you don't want. Another thing I do is check the joints. This has dovetail joints, which is something you do want, but the drawers don't slide that well. There's also several large cracks throughout the wood, which can mean this piece does not have good bone structure. So when it comes to prepping a wood piece for stain, you're going to want to do a few things. First, you'll want to clean the piece to remove any dust or dirt. Then you'll start with a lower grit sandpaper, anywhere from 80 to 120 grit, to remove the old finish and stain. Then you'll work your way up to 220 grit, making sure to never skip more than 1 grit. And once you have a smooth, evenly sanded surface, it's ready for Varathane stain. We also came across this super awesome metal retro dresser, or maybe it was an old tool chest. When prepping metal for paint, you want to sand with a lower coarse grit so the paint has something to adhere to, as well as to level out any previous paint jobs or rust. And pro tip, use a good primer before you paint, like Rust-Oleum stops rusty metal primer. Wrapping up day 1 of the world's longest yard sale. It was really hot today. I found a few really cool pieces. I got some cute airplanes for the baby, and we're excited to come back tomorrow and do some interactive stories. It was so fun getting to meet Lauren and Shayna and to be with them and to explore with them. We are back for day 2 of the world's longest yard sale. It's 8:30. The baby had me up like every hour and a half last night, so I'm a little tired, but hoping we find some cool stuff. And today I'm going to be doing an interactive series on both Varathane's Instagram and Gator's Instagram. Flip it and skip it, and flip it and forget it. And I'm going to kind of find pieces and tell you guys if I should flip it and why I would, or if I should just leave it and why I would leave it. So it'll be a lot of fun, and obviously you'll be seeing this after the stories are posted, but hopefully if you see it or saw it, you enjoyed it and interacted with it. So I'm going to take you along for day 2. Especially when I use it on wood like walnut. Water-based is great though, because over time it won't change color or kind of yellow the way oil will. My favorite project was a Broyhill Brasilia tallboy chest that I found for $60 on Facebook Marketplace, and I ended up flipping it. It was my first restoration, and I sold it for I believe $1,400. Love stain mixing, but a pro tip is to always make more than you think you might need, because just in case you run out, it's a custom stain at that point, so just make sure you have extra, or measure the amounts that you're putting in of the different stains so you know how to recreate it if you need more. So I learned about prep work through a lot of trial and error. I watched a lot of Instagram videos, YouTube videos. Gator's YouTube channel is an awesome resource to get more information and education on prep work, so I highly suggest checking that. A good trick to know if you've sanded enough is to take a pencil and to scribble it lightly on the top of your surface. Once you sand and all of that pencil mark is sanded off, you know you've sanded it thoroughly, and you can go to the next group. So that piece I would flip. It's an authentic Jenny Lynn bed, which is really hard to come by, and it's really cute. Can
Look at
I would
this.
personally skip that piece just because it's really heavily painted. Even the inside of the drawers are painted and it's really ornate. So just stripping that and taking the paint off would be pretty difficult, but I'd probably skip. So that nightstand would personally be a forget it for me. It's just not my style and it is newer. It's not vintage. You can tell by the metal drawer sides, but yeah, I'd forget that. Okay. So this piece I would flip. In fact, I actually bought this piece to flip after the sale. And the veneer is in perfect condition. It has the original hardware, the original instructions, and it's in great condition. And I think I can really make a profit off this piece. So that wraps up day 2 of the world's longest yard sale. We have found so many cool things. We've had such a fun trip, and I'm actually going to be flipping a piece that I found here in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be using all of my favorite Varathane products. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing my entire trip. I had such a great time. Everyone from the Rust-Oleum team, Varathane, Gator team was incredible to work with. So much fun. It was such a blast meeting Lauren from a furniture flipping teacher and then Shayna from a flipped piece. They were great, even better in person than they are online, which is awesome. And I can't wait to do it again. I would love to do it again next year and do what Shayna did. If you haven't seen her videos already, she drove through the whole route with her dad. And so she stopped all along the way and found so much good stuff. I would love to do that next year with a baby in the back and an RV. Like, that would be incredible. So maybe I'll start planning that now so I can do it again next year. But it was definitely a cool experience and I totally recommend that you go at least once in your life. It was so much fun. And then my parents, shout out to my parents. I doubt they're watching this, but if they do, the childcare that they helped me out with, like I would have not been able to do all of this without them. So shout out to them. And then the Fort Wayne Zoo, super sick. Like if you're ever in the area, it was really nice and the baby loved it. So that was awesome. But yeah, stay tuned. I am waiting to get my Lane cedar chest that I found at the yard sale delivered. It should come today or tomorrow. So by the time you see this, hopefully I have it and I'm working on it already. And I can't wait to show you guys what I do with that and how much I can flip that for. And then be sure to check out Varathane and Gator's Instagram and YouTube. They have a lot of great tutorials on like how to use their products, how to use stain, how to sand correctly, all the tips and tricks. So I'll link them in the description and make sure you check out those channels for all educational stuff. Let me know what you think about my vlogging, my first vlog. Be gentle, remember, I'm a human on the other end. So yeah, thanks guys for watching.